What is going on, YouTube? SpA here, bringing you an OU battle that I just had a few hours ago, actually. So it's pretty fresh in my mind. It was actually a really good battle, in my opinion. Kind of ruined by hacks that may or may not have mattered in the end. You'll see what I mean when I get to it. He is running a hail stall team, and my lead Tyranitar pretty much destroys hail, or just destroys a lot of stall teams right off the bat because of its coverage and its power. I did a PO live with it, this team that you're seeing. I'm actually on the right side this time, and yeah, I did a PO live with this team, but it failed to upload because I don't know what happened. I just woke up in the next morning and it was like still at the same percent than it was when I went to bed, and didn't turn off my computer or anything. So something must have messed up. I'm gonna try re-uploading that. A few quick updates. I'm narrating this August 1st. I'll probably try and upload it August 1st, and I don't know if I'll be able to upload any more things after that, just because I'm leaving on vacation. I'm sorry that I'm gonna upload a battle and then leave again, but when I get back, I will hopefully have a lot of videos for you. That PO live was supposed to be one of them, but that didn't really work out. So hopefully this one, this pretty good battle, will make up for that. Probably not though, because it's been a while. But enough with that. I'm just gonna get on with the battle. So looking at his team, I didn't really care about anything he wanted to lead with. I was just gonna lead with my Sashtar because it is has super effective damage on every single one of his Pokemon, which is just awesome about lead T-Tar. So that was my thought process. I didn't really think about what he would lead with. Maybe Abomasnow. Maybe Abomasnow. If he's not really running Sand or Hail Stall, he could have a few offensive Pokemon that look defensive. Gliscor could be offensive. Rachi could be Scarf offense. An offensive Pokemon with Scarf. Starmie obviously offensive. Abomasnow could be offensive, so he could lead with Scarf Rachi if it's an offensive team. If it's a stall team, he most likely will just lead with a Abomasnow because it has Protect and it can stall and it can Scout. Let's just see what he leads with though, as I'm going to lead with my T-Tar, as I just said. He ends up actually leading with his Starmie. Because I have a Rotom, and that's a pretty common lead, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Custap Starmie, and that confirms it pretty much as I go for Fire Blast right here. And he doesn't have an item. Now, he could be Shed Shell, but things that he would be running Shed Shell for, like Dragon types, like Dragmag and Stoutland, those two Pokemon don't really look like threats to his team. And he led with it, and he looks like he wants, and it's the only thing that can have hazards. So, and it's a stall team, it looks like. So, he really wants those hazards. So, Custap Scarf can do that, and he has a pretty good spin blocker in the form of Jellicent. So, here, I just kill it with a low kick. Let me pause real quick. So after he sets up his spikes with his Custap Berry, I'm going to low kick his Skarmory. I could have went for any move, but I chose to go for low kick, just because I really could have went for, I didn't want to go for Crunch, because that shows that I don't have, because that shows that I have Crunch instead of Pursuit, and, then he would be wary about switching in his Jellicent, and, but by going for low kick, low kick isn't really needed to be hidden against any of his Pokemon, because it doesn't get super effective damage on any of his Pokemon, except for Abomasnow, but I have Fire Blast for Abomasnow. So after I knock out his Skarmory, he's going to bring in his Gliscor. Now I'm expecting him to Scout or Ice Beam by going for Protect, or switching into Jirachi, which could Iron Head Flinch Me and kill me, the standard support tire, or Abomasnow, which could, he would just be able to take an Ice Beam and then, probably Woodhammer and try and kill me. So, or Earthquake, or whatever he wants to do. So I'm just going to go for a Fire Blast, hoping that I'm going to nail one of those guys on the switch. And he does bring in Abomasnow. I am going to go for Fire Blast, and I was really excited when I saw this happen, because I'm like, oh, dead Abomasnow. No, he lives a Fire Blast. That is a fully, especially, invested Tyranitar, and he lived that Fire Blast. I was very surprised, and that kind of really sucks for me. I'm gonna leave a calc in the description if it mattered. Maybe I got Superman damage, but this Abomasnow proves to be very annoying in the game. So having that thing knocked out would have been awesome for me. now I'm just gonna go for a crunch because I didn't want to miss Fire Blast, and I wasn't sure if low kick would kill. In hindsight, I should have just went for low kick, but because it probably would have killed because Abomasnow's kind of fat, but crunch is the safest play. And now I'm going to go for another crunch. In hindsight, maybe I should have went for an Ice Beam predicting this, but he could have also went into like Jirachi trying to kill me with Iron Head. I'm gonna go for crunch, and then he's gonna bring it as he brings in his Gliscor to easily take that hit. And now is it this turn that I misclick? I think I misclick right here and go for crunch. Now this was a misclick because it looks like I was just trying to make him feel safe, but I really had no reason to do this. Going for Ice Beam, I lose nothing by going for Ice Beam, because if he goes into Starmie, he's probably a defensive spinner because he does have a stall team. It can be kind of weird to have an offensive Starmie on this team. Jirachi could be Choice Scarf, because lots of stall teams have a revenge killer, but he used to revenge kill dragons and stuff like that. But it is he has Abomasnow for Ice Shard, and a really solid defensive core, so I don't think it's going to be Choice Scarf, because he also needs something to take Draco Meteors, like Specs Draco Meteors, because they're a big threat to stall teams. I'm sorry you just heard that Skype. Let me turn that off real quick. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm back. I'm sorry. I bet you've never seen somebody stop mid-recording a post-narrated battle, but I don't really have time to start over because I'm going to bed pretty soon because I have to wake up early since I'm really camp tomorrow. But like I was saying, crunch was a misclick because going for Ice Beam makes me lose nothing, since anything he switches into I just get super effective damage on with the appropriate move, and I do outspeed everything, so he can't outspeed me and KO me, except with Starmie, but that probably can't KO me with a Scald because it is defensive. So going for Ice Beam really makes me lose nothing. Now you may be thinking, why didn't I just do that in the first turn then, if Ice Beam makes me lose nothing? It's just because I was very sure that he was going to switch into Jirachi or Abomasnow to take the Ice Beam. So yeah, I really had no reason to crunch, so that's why I made a misclick. I just feel like explaining my misclicks just to make you think they are misclicks. Because I don't know, I've just been questionable about some people saying they're misclicks in other narrations, and I was just proving why it wasn't misclick. And we're just wasting your time pretty much. So as I crunch, he's gonna go for an Earthquake, which kind of sucks because now my Tyranitar is dead to Hail after he's going to go for Protect right here. Switching out into something really was pointless because the Protect would have failed on my switch out, and then he would have gotten to go for another Protect, being at even higher health, which would be bad because this Gliscor walls a few things on my team, namely Terrakion and Scizor, so having it dead is a huge boon for me. So I'm just going to let my Tyranitar die to the Hail. After that, I'm going to bring in my Rotom Wash. Just go for Volt Switch because I'm very sure he's not going to stay in, because it's a pretty good thing to have against my team. I'm going to Volt Switch as he brings in his Abomasnow, and I'm going to go to my Scizor. And I think I just go for U-turn. Yeah, I just go for U-turn because I just wanted some momentum, and it would have killed his Abomasnow. And now I'm going to go to my Rotom Wash. I'm going to go for Hydro Pump, predicting him to just stay in, predicting me to go for another Volt Switch, and going for Hydro Pump. I really lose nothing by doing it, because if he goes into Abomasnow, I just Volt Switch out, or just Hard Switch because I'm pretty sure he has Protect, like I did right there. And if he goes into Jellicent, I just Volt Switch and get some damage on him. So I'm going to go to my Scizor on his Abomasnow. And as he protects, I predict the Protect. I'm going to go for Roost and get a lot of my health back with my Scizor, which is good because it needs to be healthy because of the hazards are wearing it down. Here I'm going to go for Swords Dance, predicting his switch out, and just knowing that he can't really do anything to me. In hindsight, maybe I should have just U-turned, but I really wanted some damage on this. And U-turn does a lot of damage, so that kind of tells me, I'm thinking maybe he's especially defensive. And that really is confirmed by this Volt Switch damage that is about to happen. It only does 31%. Min damage for physically defensive is like 38, I think. So I'm gonna go to my Latias just because I want to smack him with a Psyshock. And I didn't predict this Jirachi, and I'm kind of mad that I didn't, because that Jellicent was a huge threat. I didn't want to mess around, but Jirachi was such an obvious switch, so I should have went into my Hippowdon. Here I'm going to go for Draco Meteor on his Jirachi because I thought he was going to switch out into his starmie, predicting my Hippowdon, because he could have stopped my rocks by making me switch out, and he could have he just spun them away if I wanted to set them up, or just surf me and get some nice damage on whatever he wants to switch in, because it has to take hail damage and rocks damage. So that's why I went for Draco. Unfortunately, he stays in and goes for Body Slam, even though I could have went in Hippowdon like I do now and get up some free stealth rocks. But he's going to go for Body Slam, get a paralysis now. That is kind of annoying when you'll see later on in the battle that get paralyzed where I really wouldn't have wanted to. I think it actually happens right here. He's going to U-turn out, and I'm going to attempt to set up my stealth rocks, and I'm pretty sure I get paralyzed. I'm going to speed up this battle at it. I'm really slow because I have to explain stuff. Yeah, I get paralyzed. Stealth rocks would really help because Abomasnow is weak to them, and it would just ward down everything and force the starmie to come in. So it could have been a weekend for a bullet punch sweep later with Scizor. I'm going to go to my Rotom Wash, and he's going to Shadow Ball. Here I'm going to Pain Split because I wanted my health back, and he's going to go into his Abomasnow, either predicting Pain Split or just predicting Volt Switch, probably predicting Volt Switch. And now I'm going to Volt Switch out. He could have went for Protect, and he didn't, but he didn't. So now I'm going to go to my Terrakion, and this was a pretty big mistake on my part. I've been playing pretty well up to this point, but this was a mistake. So I'm going to go into my Terrakion because, I don't know, I really underestimated the amount of damage that I was going to take from all these hazards, and I kind of just momentarily forgot he had Protect, and was thinking I would be like around 60 from the Leech Seed. But no, I'm stuck at 45%, and I'm locked into Stone Edge. I should have predicted this Jirachi again, but I just wanted to go for Stone Edge because may as well. I thought it was going to do more to this Jirachi because I'm a banded Terrakion, but I got pretty decent damage really on the Jirachi now that I think about it. But now my Terrakion is very, very low, and I'm going to bring my Hippowdon on his Jirachi just because it pretty much hard-walled all of his everything that he has, and it's going to be able to let me get my Stealth Rocks again, or get my Stealth Rocks up, if I don't get paralyzed. He's going to go for Wish, as I brought in my Hippowdon, and then he's going to U-turn out and go into Abomasnow just to get the Wish. I should have maybe Whirlwind here, but Whirlwind would have brought in something that's not physical anyways, and I really wanted my Stealth Rocks. Here I'm going to leave my Hippowdon in because I want to free switch into like Scizor, I think. And he's going to Giga Drain, and I'm going to get paralyzed, which it doesn't really matter. But I think I was Earthquaking or Whirlwinding there. If I Whirlwind, then whatever. I would have got like Jirachi where I've been able to slack off on, or something like along those lines. But it wasn't that huge. Now I'm going to go to my Scizor, predict his Protect, and I'm going to go for an SD, I think. No, I go for Roost, pretty much the same thing. I just went for a non-attacking move, predicting the Protect. Lets me get all my health back, which is good for me. And now I think I just go straight for a U-turn, and it doesn't kill. So this Abomasnow is just really being bulky. Way bulkier than I thought it could be. I'm going to go to my Latios, predicting the Leech Seed, which would have been the good play in my opinion. But he's gonna go for a Blizzard, which is weird because my likely switch Rotom to like sack it, so I can bring in Scizor again, or Terrakion to sack it. But no, not Terrakion because I need it. So Rotom, the likely switch, would have being able to live the Blizzard. Maybe no, it wouldn't have been able to live the Blizzard. But Leech Seeds would have given him more health, and it really made no sense to Blizzard because if I would have stayed in the Scizor, Blizzard would have done nothing. But maybe he was pretty sure I was going to go for U-turn, but I haven't. I could have SD'd or Bullet Punched him instead, and he would have been a sticky situation. But none of that really matters right now because I can't change it. I'm gonna Roost on his Protect again after he's gotten off some Leech Seed on me. And then I think I go for an SD as he switches into Jellicent. No, I just go for a Bullet Punch. Oh, I already did SD, so Bullet Punch does a lot of damage. But unfortunately, I can't try and go for the 2 KO because he did hit that loop seed on me. So now I'm gonna go for another SD, predicting his recover, and he does do that. This allows me to get a huge chunk off of him on with U-turn. If I really wanted to be ballsy, I could have stayed in, hoping for 2 Will-O-Wisp misses, and then like SD again, or go for 2 bullet punches and possibly knock him out. I don't know if that would have worked. No, because I have lead seed, so U-turn was a better play. And he's gonna go for Will-O-Wisp. He could have went for recover, but Will-O-Wisp was the safest play because if I went for a Rooster and SD again and he recovered, me just being arrogant and really wanted to knock out that Jellicent, then he would have been in a sticky situation. Now I'm gonna Stone Edge. I thought a lot about that play, going for Stone Edge, because I was like, oh, if he brings in rachi, it's kind of gonna suck, because then my Trachyon, his Jellicent still would have been alive, but then if I close combat and he stays in, then my Trachyon has done nothing. But I do go for Stone Edge. Thankfully, he does leave in his Jellicent, and he has Curse Body, which I thought to be pretty weird, but I guess he does have a lot of water resists on his team. So I'm just going to leave in my Trachyon in here. This is my chance to win. All I have to do is Roost and SD a few times, maybe. Like, I have to Roost, and he'll go for a he goes for Blizzard right here. So I Roost, he Blizzards, and then I SD as he Leech Seeds, SD again as he either switches out or protects. If he protects, then I pretty much win. Just depends on how high of health my Scizor would be. I don't really know how much that would be, and I'm not going to calculate it in my head because that would take too long, and this narration's already way too long. So and +4 U-turn from Scizor, I calculated. Hold on. Drachi is at 81%. U-turn would have knocked it out. So if you would have left Abomasnow in, it would have died, and he brings in Drachi. Iron Head and Body Slam are doing like 12-ish%. Well, Iron Head does like 13% average, I think. So I would have been Leech Seed, and I just would have needed quite a bit of luck, or just a little bit of luck, quite a bit of luck, I mean, to beat his Jirachi, and then he brings in Starmie, and depending on how high of health my Scizor is, like maybe I break out of Iron Head flinching the first turn, and I'll be able to knock out his Jirachi, and then I would have been able to live the Scald from his Starmie, and then knock it out with a U-turn, and then knock out his Abomasnow with a Bullet Punch or Roost on his Protect, because Blizzard is doing like 12%, and that would have been the safest play for me on his Abomasnow, because then I don't die to Hail / Leech Seed. So it would have been up to damage rolls and Iron Head flinching. So it would have. I can't really know, but none of that's really gonna happen because he's gonna Blizzard right here and freeze me. So there goes my chance of winning. So yeah, that's pretty much the game. I just try and thaw out for the remainder of the turns as he misses a Leech Seed. So if he would have missed like Blizzard right there, I didn't get frozen. He Leech Seed and he misses, I probably would have won, because then he would have needed to take another turn of Leech Seed, and then I could have SD'd or Roosted again because he was most likely going to protect, and then it would have been my game. So yeah, as you can see, he has Surf over Scald, so I would have just needed to be over 30% on my Scizor, which might have been possible because I have Roost and Leftovers canceling out hail damage. So I guess we'll never really know. In my opinion, he had the battle. Because of my Terrakion switching. It still was a pretty good battle though, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like and a comment if you did. Leave a like if you did. Comment if you want to ask me about my plays, or just comment on anything you want to comment about. I just really like reading comments. Subscribe if you want to see more content, even though I will not be uploading until like after August 18th, I think. So yeah, that's gonna be a pretty long time since that's 17 days away actually. But yeah, if you want to see more videos, please subscribe. It would greatly benefit me and Jordan. If you don't know who Jordan is, look at some previous videos. That'll be all for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.